I have a personal question to ask here. What is
Sure.
the difference between, looking, I mean, maybe 10 years ago, you were looking at, the world top 10 and you were thinking, oh my God, they're so amazing. I'm so inspired by these people. And today you're competing with them. So how has that changed in terms of, you mentioned that you have to consider them rivals and opponents today. So how has that perspective change been for you now that you're competing with, at one point of time they might have been your role models and today they are your competition? What's that feeling like?
Very true. I did play with Timo Boll and Malang right in the wall opposite to me. Naming them as Timo Boll and Malang, I used to play Haas together in my childhood days, and actually playing with Timo Boll in the World Cup was almost like a dream. I was more nervous than as usual, but I just went on. In 2018, that was a big challenge because I started playing a lot of top players. That is when I felt I've actually come up to the top, facing Malang and Jushin and players like them very frequently, and not stop idealizing them. Of course, you can always respect them for the player they are, but idealizing is not the way when you can look to beating them. And I made that change in the end of 2018 when I felt I really need to see them as opponents, as like Malang, not Malang as a player and be feared of him. The best way was to be feared of his strokes rather than his stature as well. So I used to be fearing Malong's forehand rather than Malong himself, and that gave me a better clarity. And I has to in fact come up with solutions on how to face his forehand. So when you really respect the strokes, then you come up with solutions on how you really face them. And I think that one thing was the secret I would share, to be feared of their strokes rather than the player himself. And then definitely you would come up with better solutions. And you always have solutions to a strokes. You don't have solution to fearing a player. And then you stop idealizing them. Then they become their opponent. And then a day will come when they will start idealizing you.
Amazing, amazing. I mean, Satyan, you're truly an inspiring person. And for me personally, three things that I feel you have shared that really resonated with me in terms of what it takes to become incredible, to become successful in life. One would be, of course, to take chances, believe in yourself and just go for it because there's no other way. And I think you've clearly demonstrated that you know we do have the potential to do it. It's whether we act on that potential that really determines whether we are going to make it or we're going to let someone else take our place.
Definitely. I think that was like I rightly said. People are more scared rather than trying, thinking about whether we'll make it or whether we'll make it. I mean, you will know the answer. At least get the answer rather than looking for questions. I was a person wanted to know the answers. I went for it and I got the answer. Yes, you can be a top level player, beating Chinese, beating Japanese, and really pose a big threat to him. Rather than posing questions to yourself, look for answers, try to solve those questions. And even it's an answer which you might not like today, then there will be put up a different question, and then you feel like you will get an answer which you are liking it. And that's when you start to look for answers. And when you try to look for answers, you will definitely solve and give answers to many of those youngsters who have been waiting for you. And then you will become an inspiration and a role model to millions of people in our country and worldwide.